Emily is a sterling single, and she was introduced in a Thomas and Friends episode in season 6 called Emily's New Coaches. And for the last several years of the show, up to its endpoint in the CGI series, Emily was a consistent main part of the show, and the first engine, mainly in steam and as a tender engine, to be a prominent lead as a female. And here's why Emily does a lot better than any of the girl engines on the show. And I'm going to talk about what the show and all the creators did right to make Emily such a amazing female character. So let's get on with the video. Emily, from the first time she was introduced in the whole series, she has grown from a major character. Introduced in the worst possible time of the show, she was able to keep consistent into a main lead character. She's a very bossy engine and wanted to do what was right for everyone else, but she can always come across a little too much, if you know what I mean. Emily wasn't introduced with a number, but later on in the series, she was gained at number 12. Emily, after the point of learning all her wrongdoings, especially in the model series, became sort of a gentle mother figure to basically the smaller engines. And the only time she would get frantic or really upset or mad or angry was when someone caused an accident when they knew they were doing the wrong thing. Emily is a Scottish engine as well, and a couple of great episodes in the CGI series is the one episode where she is paired up with Donald Douglas, and that episode goes to show and lifts her character up even more so for me. Emily is a great character. Emily has done so much right things. The compatibility she's had with Thomas, Percy, James, Salty, everyone, she has had a good contrast with many of the main characters. She tries to do the right thing, but at the same time, she knows her place. She knows in the episode where Duck stays in the sheds in the CGI series, she sort of knows her spot in the births then, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. Besides all that, Emily's a very smart character, and when she was introduced, no one knew what was next. But when the Mattel and Hit took over, they sort of backdropped all the old characters from the Railway series and wanted more of a female role. Especially in 2018 basically up to now, they were trying to push different engines to be in a female lead. Most notably, Rebecca and Neil. Emily still stood out, in my opinion, to both of them. Emily has so much more going for her than Rebecca and Nia ever will. Rebecca has the possibility to go further, and so does Nia too, but they were not set up in any of the correct ways. Many of the fandom have set up Rebecca, especially Rebecca, in a beautiful way. She has wheel sleeping problems in real life and has integrated that into their own series. And Neil, there's a lot of work that could be done to Neil. And I've seen people on YouTube upload their own ideas about how Neil should have came to Sodal. Now, my opinion is just stated that Emily is one of the best female leads. And I would have loved to see Rosie get the same treatment too. Her new color paint could have shone through this group, and it would be nice to have another tank engine. Rosie does the same thing as Emily, but it's a lot more shallow. And I would love to talk about that in another video, but this is more what makes Emily stand out. Emily's just great. I think not replacing her with Duck as the main eighth member of the STEAM team back then was incredible. Emily knows the right to wrong, but even though she made some silly, goofy mistakes in the Hit era, it would have been a lot worse if Duck was in there. Emily's new character grew through all that, and you can sort of make your own stories up where Emily sort of grows over a good long time. So by time she hits the CGI series, she's able to basically know what what's right and what's wrong and not to annoy other engines. My opinion is, stately and bluntly, Emily is a great female lead, and they should have taken more of inspiration off of Emily. If you agree with me or have any of your own thoughts, put it in the comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out my other videos, because you guys have been amazing. Peace.